It has been more than 2 years that gamers have suffered in numerous ways, whether it is the shortage of silicon chips or crypto miners buying the maximum amount of available cards. Building a gaming PC on budget has been a nightmare. But as of 2021, Q1, things look a little bit different and brighter since the prices of GPUs seem to drop down slowly along with increased availability and more options due to Intel entering the competition. So this video is all about discussing their forthcomings and overall giving an idea of the current GPU scenario in India and other Asian markets. And if you do enjoy watching these types of videos, then do drop a like and get subscribed to the channel so that you are notified whenever such new videos are available on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get straight into today's video. Before going on deeper into the scenario, let's discuss about why the GPU shortage has been reduced a lot in the last few months. The factors include the following things, like firstly, the full capacity of work due to removal of COVID restrictions in the manufacturing plants, because for the last 2 years the pandemic has been an extremely vital thing which slowed down every single industry, and even GPU manufacturers had to face this. So since those restrictions are up right now, the production has been increased quite a bit, and that's why more GPUs are coming out from the manufacturing plants. Plus the shortage of silicon chips have also been fixed to some extent. I would still say that the shortage is there, but it's not as high as what it was in 2020 or 2021, due to which the actual shortage of GPUs started. So since these two things have been fixed almost, there is a high production and availability of GPUs in the overall market. The second factor would be very soon NVIDIA is coming out with their 4000 series of GPUs, and to keep up with the competition, AMD will be also releasing their new 7000 series GPUs, and there is a new player in the market who is Intel with their new Arc series GPUs. Now the synthetic benchmarks of Arc GPUs indicate to the fact that the Arc GPUs have a better price to performance ratio, and the general consumers are going to prefer Arc GPUs if that is the case. So to generate more amount of sales and to gain much more profitability, the competitors are themselves gonna lower down the prices. That's why AMD's NVIDIA series and the price of Radeon series GPUs have dropped drastically. The third factor would be the stock allocation of Russia and Ukraine, because due to war between Russia and Ukraine, a lot of stock which was allocated for a big subcontinent like Russia, that has been taken back from them and it has been reallocated into different countries and different continents. The Asian consumer base, to be very specific. And India is nevertheless a very big country and a place where pretty high sales can be generated. So that is why that inflow of huge stockpile of GPUs is coming into our country, and hence the GPU shortage has been almost diminished. So that's why there is a high amount of availability of GPU, thus reducing the price of them. The fourth and the final factor for the drop of GPU prices would be the mining industry and it becoming a low reward platform, since first of all there have been tax implementations for mining of cryptocurrency in Indian scenarios, and apart from that, since the price of cryptocurrency is dropping down enormously, the miners are not preferring to invest on newer systems and newer powerful mining rigs. That's why, since they are not buying that major chunk of GPUs that is just being stockpiled in the storehouses, and hence increasing the availability, thus decreasing prices of any specific GPU you may need or want to buy. Now, since the factors have been listed, if you go around in any online retail store or check around in the markets near you, you'll see that there is at least a 30 to 40% drop in 3060, 3070, 3080 series graphics cards of NVIDIA. The same can also be said for the Radeon series GPUs of AMD. But there is only one single card which has still not faced a lot of decrease in their price, which is the NVIDIA's 3050. Now, according to the retailers, this is because there is a low availability of 3050 since they are not receiving a lot of 3050s from the manufacturers. Now, I don't know what is exactly happening with NVIDIA, because I personally think that 3050 was just created as a counterpart for the previous 1650, and it itself has proved that it does not perform a lot better than previous generation 1660s or 1660 Supers, which are lower priced than it, and the RTX feature given inside a 3050 is just a sham. Let's be completely clear about it. So that is why probably they know, that is NVIDIA know, that a lot of people won't like to buy 3050 after the 3060 coming down or dropping very close to its MSRP. So that is why Probably the 3050 is in low production line and hence its price has not been affected pretty much. Now the question arises that should you buy a PC right now in the Indian scenario in 2022? Well, that is a verdict I will leave personally upon you according to your requirement and according to your professional background. If it is extremely urgent and your PC requires a very urgent upgrade in its GPU segment, then of course go forward with it. But first you should consider these factors which I am about to say. In the upcoming few months, there can be a rise or there can be even more fall of prices in GPU. Both can be pretty solidified by reasonable factors, which are the following. If we consider about rise of GPU prices, it can be possible if the Russia SWIFT ban is removed, because if that is removed, then the inflow of GPUs in their continent would increase. Thus, the excess graphics cards which are coming into our country, it won't happen so, and the amount which is allocated for only our country, that would come. And I don't think that has ever been sufficient enough to drop the prices of GPUs. So maybe there will be availability, but it won't be like what it is right now. So there's that factor. Secondly, the crypto prices are going up for the last 1 to 1.5 months. And if it keeps going up, then of course, for profitability, the miners are gonna buy newer rigs and newer GPUs for their systems. So if it continues, but that is a very big if, because a lot of things are affecting crypto. And if the prices, as I said, keep going up, then the GPU prices would also increase with it. The third thing would be the delay of Ethereum 2.0, because Ethereum 2.0 cannot be mined using the current generation systems, and that's why miners are preferring to upgrade it to the newer generations, which has not yet been released for the consumers yet. But still, if it gets delayed, it is supposed to release very soon, but if it gets delayed to 2022 December or something like that, then of course the miners are gonna use this time period from April to December of this year, and they're going to try to mine as much crypto as they can, because of course of the fact that if it gives them profitability, they would choose to do so. So that could also result in the rise of GPU prices. Now the factors which could result in drop of GPU prices to their MSRP or prices very close to their MSRP can be the first factor, which is of course if good production of GPUs are maintained, then that could be the case. And the second factor could be Intel's new Arc GPUs. As I said previously also in the video, Intel has claimed that they have enough amount of production line and surplus amounts of stocks which would completely erase the GPU shortage of the industry. Now, if they are really up to their claim, then as soon as the Arc GPUs are launched, then the GPU shortage would completely be abolished and the prices would come down or drop down to their MSRP. Then the consumers would have a choice to either go for Arc or go for the NVIDIA or Radeon GPUs. That would be completely on their usage and on their backgrounds, whether they are gamers, they are creators, they are graphic designers, whatever they are. So this was what I had to say, and I would also like to add one thing, that if you are yet buying a GPU and at a very low price from, for example, a miner, then it's a request that you buy the GPU from them at 70% of the MSRP, because I don't have any personal issues with any miners, but they have been a major part of the GPU shortage for the last 2 years, and we gamers have paid the price. The RTX 3070s, which costs almost 70,000 rupees in the Indian market, people have sold it at 1,10,000, 1,20,000. So that high price has been paid by us gamers, and if that has been the suffering which we have faced, I think we should receive some retribution also. So try to do that, or else just don't buy old GPUs from any miners. Wait for the price to decrease. I think personally the price would even decrease more in the next 1 to 2 months. So just wait for that. After that, then just go ahead, build your system and have an amazing time with it. So overall, that was my verdict, and I hope I was able to clear out your doubts, your questions for which you landed into this video. If you have any more questions or doubts, just feel free to comment it down below the video. I'll be glad to help you out with it. And with all that being said, if you did enjoy the video, then don't forget to hit the like button and get subscribed to the channel for more awesome videos. And also don't forget to check out our social handles. The link to our social handles and our website is given in the description and also on the screen right now. Go and follow them for more exciting news. So with all that being said, I shall see you next time with something else. Till then, peace out.